Given your knowledge of offense, do you get involved at all in terms of the defense and say, hey, let's change this? Because as a play caller, I would call this against
Yeah, I
us.
mean, look, I'll visit with Vance and that staff. Like, what's your thoughts going into this game? What are we at personnel-wise? How many packages do we need? We'll talk about game day activations early in the week, and then, periodically, hey, how are we eliminating one of their better players? This week we're seeing, one of these elite receivers who was Rookie of the Year a year ago. He gets a lot of targets. Those discussions take place. Now, I'm not sitting in on every meeting throughout the process, but I think that's my role as a head coach. It's a fair question, and I think I'd like to say that, I felt this way after the win, and I was a little bit guarded. I was excited we fought back. Clearly, we're playing well in the kicking game right now. Offensively, I feel like we can be a lot more efficient, and then defensively, the number one thing are these explosives. Especially with the type of defense we're playing, that has to get cleaned up. And so would I have liked to be sitting here at the quarter pole 4 weeks in where those things, yeah, I would. And yet, it's still something that we have to see each week addressed and get cleaned up. Offensively, I mentioned it relative to the operation. Our red zone numbers were good last week, and yet, there's still enough meat on the bone when you actually look at the tape closely.